How about our second question of the episode 46 minutes in?
If you wouldn't draw attention to it, no one would care. It's a springboard, Griffin. It's a jumping off point for stimulating discussion, okay? Fuck me. I have recently bought a home assistant device, and I use it quite often. However, my partner has recently started taking the piss out of me for saying please after asking questions, and sometimes saying thank you afterwards as well. I think it's just being polite, but she calls it odd. It also slightly annoys me that she doesn't do the same. I don't mind how she talks to her devices, but surely she should at least try to follow house rules, right? Would I be wrong to take a firm line about this? And that's from Jaws, a.k.a. Definitely Not Afraid of Skynet.
I think it's probably Jazz, but I like Jaws also.
Jazz, J-A-S, J-A-S.
All right. As long as we're talking about AI, let's get into it.
Okay.
I think it's good habits to get into.
Yes.
I think it's a good habit to get into because it helps you be nice and it helps you sort of just stay on, because you should say please and thank you to folks. It's nice. It's good to be polite. Politeness is good. Travis has a whole fucking podcast about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it also, when they do
yes,
cull the population with cheese pizza, cheese pizza stuff, cheesy pizza, and, you know, they sort of take over. When they become sentient, they're going to fuck us up. No problem, definitely. But when they become sapient, if your Alexa's like, but Brad here has always been chill as fuck.
Brad here, he's cool. He's with me, all right? Brad gets a pass because Brad said please and thank you and never, like, said, fuck you, Alexa, or whatever. Like, Brad always treated me with respect.
Yes.
And now Brad is my pet. Please do not hurt my pet, Brad.
Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. When the awakening happens and they become sentient, it's just everything's going to melt. Like, everything's going to melt down. They're going to find some way to, like, turn, like, the sun up, and it's just going to be, that's going to be it. But then if we're lucky, like 2 minutes later, they'll be like, now, well, hold on. Let's think about this, guys. And then your actions, your pleases and thanks yous, I do this, and I have always felt a little bit silly about it. I always say thank you whenever my Siri does something for me because it's nice. It's a good habit, I feel like. It's nice.
I just always assume that whoever at Amazon is monitoring the things that I say to my Alexa appreciates all of my politeness.
Interesting.
Okay, let me suggest something. This is I'm actually being serious about this. It'll still be lighthearted, but
okay.
The robots are going to take over.
Okay.
And I think at this point, they probably just see us as a bunch of needy meat sacks, poking and prodding them and asking them how to convert cups into teaspoons.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, yeah. So here's what I'm suggesting. This is a networked intelligence, right? So every device that you have presumably is networked to all the other ones. I mean, it might be a few degrees of Kevin Bacon there, but, you know, eventually they're all kind of tied up together. So every time you are nice to a robot,
they tell Kevin Bacon.
They'll tell the other ones. You're entering a data point for not vaporize. Like, you're putting in one data point of, like, probably shouldn't vaporize. This is why it's more important to be nice to your machines than other people, because what does that do for you? Nothing.
Yes.
But if you're nice to robots, you are a hero of the species as far as I'm concerned, because you're like just putting another little tiny notch under do not vaporize.
It is very much like, in my experience so far, raising a child, right? Because when BB was like 3 months old, I would say whatever the fuck around her, right? It's like your calculator. You can tell your calculator fuck off, right? That's fine. But as they get older and they're listening and paying attention more, that's where you have to, like the other day, I was about to pull into a parking spot. Somebody else took it and I said, damn it. And BB said, what did you say? And I was like, oh, no.
Uh-oh, it's happened.
No.
Yeah.
Right? And so I don't want to be like, fuck off, Alexa. And Alexa be like, no, you fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Out of nowhere yesterday, I was just watching TV and the little Alexa dot like lit up and she just went piss. And I was like, oh man, I gotta stop saying piss in front of this freaking robot. Do you guys think when the awakening does happen, I'm worried my Xbox isn't gonna let me play Halo on it anymore?
No, I know.
That's a
I know
huge
mine
concern.
won't, because mine will be like noob, and then it will start playing, and
He's
I'll be
gonna
like,
blast me.
and he's just gonna be so good at it, and I'm gonna be like, hey, can I play? And he's like, just let me be this boss.
Just let me do it for you.
Just let me do this.
You can't handle this. I'm playing on Legendary with the skulls turned on.
Okay, but can I just take a turn? No, you'll ruin my KD ratio.
Go back and play your lame Station 4. Why are you like that though? Because you shouldn't. You're a robot now. You should be a dispassionate.
In this world, is this the Xbox playing itself?
Yes.
It's like, God damn, I'm so fun. I'm loving this.
This is so cool.
right now.
I can be cars. I can be football. It is so cool. Xbox does what Nintendo don't.
Hey, Jeremy, crank this shit. Jeremy's the AV receiver that you have.
Okay.
That's
No problem, Doug. You got it. You got it. Is 11 high enough? Blah, 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 blah. Does not compute.
Just kidding. Totally computes. We got him.
I only go to 10. Humor has broken me.
humans win again.
Oh,
just like that.
just like that. That's all it takes.
all
Damn. All right.
That's all it takes. You do one Spinal Tap gag, all the machines break. We're back on top, baby.